never murder my cat, obviously. Hello, and welcome to my channel, Haylee Marie Vintage. Today I have a very fun springtime vintage haul for you guys. In this haul, I, as usual, will go from my least favorite item I bought. Of course, I like all these items, to my most favorite. My most favorite, definitely stay tuned to the end. I bought the most amazing 1950s wedding dress. Let's start and already just hop right into it. First up is this beautiful, I believe 1920s or 30s scarf. I picked this up at a vintage boutique that was going out of business. I just thought it was lovely and would be a good way in the summer to give myself like a little warmth on my arms and still keep the look going, you know? And I really liked the like daisiness of this lace. Like, I just thought this was a really lovely scarf, so I went ahead and picked it up, and I believe it was like $5 or $10 or something wild like that. I do want to note as I'm going through these that I have been buying these over the year, and I like to save them up for kind of more themed videos. So it's not like I bought all of these in the last month because my budget couldn't take it. Next up is this really gorgeous, I believe Edwardian slip or petticoat. You can see it has some beautiful lace work here, and then it's a button up in the front and things like that. I just thought this was really pretty, and from what I recall, it was a pretty good price. So I went ahead and picked it up, and I really liked the trim on this one. I'm thinking I might layer this over my other petticoat for like a fun tiered look, but I do think it's really stinking cute. Next up is a slip. We love a slip. This one has a zipper down the side, so it's most likely, I think, from the 40s. It looks like I have a tag on it, so I know where I bought it. And they said it says 60s ivory slip, and it was from Lucky Vintage here in Seattle, and I paid $32 for it. And this one's just nice because it's like nylon and the straps are thick, and it's really well made, and I do like kind of like a slip with a side zip, just because that means it's gonna fit really close to the body and work really well as like a lining layer for pieces that don't have proper linings in them. Next up, I also bought this in Seattle. I'd have to look up the name of the consignment shop. I got it after getting one of my terrible root canal rounds. I absolutely love the color and the stripes and the bow. It was just a huge mix of things that I like, and I couldn't resist it. Next up, we have this lovely spring dress from Goldmine Vintage. It is really, really pretty. I like the colors. I like the cut. It does need some repair work. There's some seams coming out in the back, but that'll be an easy like 3-minute fix on my sewing machine. I paid $38 from this guy from the 1960s, and I really like the colors. It's very spring and happy, and I like it too because I feel like I can style this one into winter, and I probably wouldn't take this into fall, but I can definitely take it in the winter. In the winter, I really like to wear really bright colors to like feel better about how disgusting it is here in Seattle. Next up, I found this one at a craft market in Denver over the holidays. I thought this was absolutely lovely. I really love the way you get kind of that like princess sleeve puff here that goes into then a longer sleeve. I like the elastic at the cuffs. It's really comfy. This collar is really interesting. I haven't really seen a ton of colors like this, so I thought it was fun. And then of course, you can't not talk about this beautiful, beautiful embroidery. I thought this was absolutely darling. And so I picked it up. I think this one was about $40, which is usually more than what I'll pay for a shirt. But I thought this one was fun, and I really liked the vendor. If I can hunt up the name, I will. Next up, I believe we have another Lucky's purchase. Yep, this is a Lucky's 50s dress. It was $56. It is a little bit shorter than maybe what I usually wear, but I really liked this pleating detail. Pretty much right now for me to buy a vintage garment, I need to like feel confident I can't make it or like find a pattern like it, and like I honestly would never take the time with all these little pleats down the front. That would be way too much effort for me. And then we all know I love a stripe, and I love some stripe play, and so I really like how they use the stripe on this dress. And also the fabric is really, really soft and comfortable. Next up we have, if you've been along with me for this channel for a while, you know I love, her name is Christine Foley. She's a sweater designer from the 80s. And look at this beauty. I've been wanting to collect this one for years. Been trying to find it at the right price, but I've just not been able to find it for anything cheaper than $80. So I finally like hunkered down and paid the $80 for it because this is a sweater that, like I said, I've been looking at for years. Like, I've really wanted this sweater, and these sweaters are only going up in cost right now. They are not going down. So I figured I'll just go ahead and purchase this guy. In this video, I have it styled kind of clowncore-y. Clowncore is like this trend on TikTok that I thought was kind of fun to put a little outfit together with this sweater for. I felt like this sweater was perfect for it. And this sweater is so soft and so comfy, and I absolutely adore it. Next up, we have our first wedding-related dress. I believe this is a bridesmaid's dress from the 80s with its big ruffle and roses. I absolutely adored the color of this. It's very winey. It is a full-length dress, which I won't really wear in a fabric like this. However, I was on TikTok, and as you can see, I've become a big fan of TikTok. Since the last two items, I have now related back to TikTok. On TikTok, I saw somebody take a dress kind of like this and just take the hem and tack it up into the bodice. So then it was like this really cute, very voluminous bubble dress. And so that is my plan for this guy. I will need to, it'll be a pretty easy men job, but I will need to first take out this horsehair. It has horsehair down around the edges. It would be really uncomfy to have that up by my waist, so I need to take that out before I can then hem it up to my waist. But I also like this like hem that she showed, because if I wanted it to become a long full dress again, like say I had a wedding that was like a long dress only wedding, I could then just take the stitches out and do that. Like keeps the original amount of the garment together, and this fabric is just absolutely perfect for a bubble skirt. And I absolutely adore this color on me, and I really love it with my hair. I think they're just absolutely together. So we love it. I love this dress, and I'm so excited to get it tacked up and start wearing it. Here, I'm just going to quickly show you there is an apron piece to this dress, but this is the dress. It's a dirndl, and this one was made in Austria, and it was in 1970s. I bought this for the second vintage. I've ordered from them online occasionally, and they always do a great job shipping things to me. Absolutely adore this, and I have been looking for like the full apron set, and I really like the way this has like this extra detail. I don't know like how to describe this. I think it's a type of smocking maybe, but it's a very textural like pattern of fabric, and then I absolutely adore this color. And I really like the deeper green on it, but it is funny because this now makes two pink and green dirndls in my wardrobe, which seems excessive, but I absolutely adore them both. So I'm really excited about this piece, and it's also elastic in the waist, which we love, and I don't mind having a zipper in the front because it makes my life significantly easy, and I'm absolutely excited about that piece. Next up, we have the best Christine Foley. I don't think I can ever like top this one. So the perks of being child-sized is you can buy children's clothing. This is a children's Christine Foley sweater, and it is vegetables. I mean, look at this beauty. Like, you got tomatoes, you got eggplants, you got carrots, you got apples and turnips and beans and grapes. I just adore this sweater. I don't know, I think I can never top owning this sweater, and I believe this one was on the cheaper side. I believe I paid like $65 for it, which I know is still outrageously expensive. I've never seen this sweater before. This is the first time I had seen it pop up in my like search feed, and so I had to buy it. I had to have it, and I absolutely adore it. And I actually really like her child size sweaters because they fit a little bit better into my wardrobe because they're just a little less big and baggy. So I'm just absolutely ecstatic over this sweater. I feel just so cool in it, and also like the snail, but I don't know, her detail in her designs is just unmatched. I don't know, I feel like she must have been like really cool. I just don't feel like sweaters like this and the one I showed earlier can come out of someone who's kind of like meh. Like, I think you have to be amazing and like a super energetic and weird person to create sweater wear like this. At some point I just need to do a video of my Christine Foley collection because I absolutely adore it, and it's, I think, my favorite vintage collection, even though it is a significantly more modern collection than a lot of my others. We're getting down to the last two, which both of these I bought from the Redbird Closet Clean Out sale. They offer really good prices on vintage items. I believe this guy here was $50. It's this gorgeous teal polka dotted dress, and I really like it. And you guys know this if you've been, I'm showing you the back on my channel, but it has like the straight here, and then it goes into the gathers on the side, which I just think is so flattering because it kind of gives you even like, I mean, of course 50s fit and flare give you like that hourglass shape, but I really like how this one just feels like it gives you almost like kind of like a bustle inspired shape. Spooky's playing with the wedding dress, which could get her murdered if she doesn't watch herself. I would never murder my cat, obviously, but not gonna encourage her to play with wedding dresses either. But this, I absolutely adore. The trim on this is really interesting. It's a mix of beading, rhinestones, and like applique flowers, and they did price this at $50 because they said it was discolored, but I don't know if this being cream is what they're considering the discoloration, which given it matches the polka dots seems like pretty fine, and I guess like it's not even, like there's definitely some age spots on this, but I just don't know why you would care when it's such a beautiful shape, and it's absolutely lovely. I do have the brand in here. It is a Flare by Sportle, What? That makes no sense to me. Junior Flare by Sportle is what I believe the tag reads. I love this piece. I can see myself wearing this all spring and summer. And I like the little touch of fanciness, but the rhinestones don't put it too over the top into like dressy. So it's a good everyday dress for me. Last up, I can't wait to show you this dress. I think it's one of the most incredible things I have ever put on my body. Like, I saw this dress and I was like, they're gonna charge like $150, $200 for this dress. Cause like they put a ton of work into it. When they first got it, it was kind of yellowy. I'll pop in a photo of what it looked like when they first got it here. Since they're not doing their lining box, I decided to make the splurge and spend $100 on a wedding dress I don't need, but look at this. It's so beautiful, guys. Like, it has this beautiful lace overlay with like so many layers of tulle. What you're gonna see me try on, I have not put petticoats under it. Like, this is how that dress is. So my plan is I'm not gonna hang this guy because the skirt is so heavy and I think it would put a lot of wear on the bodice. So I'm gonna go ahead and get an archival box for this guy, which I already need to get an archival box for all of my Victorian and Edwardian pieces anyway. So I just need to make an order for a couple boxes to keep these in my closet in like good shape, because this one I just like would absolutely not hang. I don't think that would be good for the dress. It is incredibly uncomfortable. They didn't line it. You have to wear a slip. I actually think that white slip I showed earlier would be perfect for this one. But I just, oh, it's so stunning. And every time I put it on, I just feel like a fairy princess. Oh, I feel so pretty. Actually, honestly, all of these pieces, I was so excited to show you because all of these pieces make me feel very like princessy and cottagecore. But this one just like really takes the cake, and like I feel like this one is just going to become a very special piece in my collection. As you guys kind of know, I like vaguely collect wedding dresses and I do wear them. This one I will be saved for any fancy spring or summer things that aren't weddings. Obviously I would never wear this to a wedding, but I love this. It's just, I love the blue because like I like blue and like white that's on the bluer like range instead of the creamier range. And they did so much work to get this to like work, and I feel like I should try. Like, as you can see, there's just like, so there's this outside tulle layer with the lace, and they went along and they cut the tulle down to this lace so it would scallop on the edge like this. Like, this is extremely amazing home craftsmanship. And then there's another round of, I believe this is more like a netting than a tulle. This one is kind of a little bit holy, but it's fine. And then under that we have another layer. Hold up. Like, it's just, this is incredibly made. And then the skirt itself does have a lining, so the skirt itself isn't too comfortable. You could do something with just the top, but that's all the layers in here. And then it has a metal zipper up the back. And then you'll see in the try-on, oops, sorry, I just hit my microphone. Hopefully it's fine. I can't get the little guys back here buttoned myself. There's two hooks here that give you kind of this like peekaboo black back effect that's really, really beautiful. I could probably talk about this dress forever and ever and ever. Everybody who's come in my house in like the last month, I've been like, because this has been like hung in my shower because I've been like putting off doing this video and filming it. And so everyone who comes in, I'm like, did you see the wedding dress in the bathroom? You have to take a look at it. It's exquisite. And then everyone's like, you're not getting married. And I'm like, that is correct. This is just gonna be a really special piece in my collection. And like, I paid $100, which I felt like honestly was a really good price because it's in really good condition. There's like just a few condition things, and then there's a couple places where I think the lace on the bodice could use being just like having like a couple tacking stitches. This was just special. This whole haul honestly was really special. There's kind of a lot of dream pieces in this haul. And it's kind of fun to realize, like, while I love really pretty and floofy vintage, I also do have a love for like 80s sweaters and things like that. Like, I feel like I actually have a decent like range in what I love, which is definitely true. I do all decades. Anybody who's been on my channel for a while knows I love all the decades. I just kind of really like over the top like nonsense stuff. That concludes this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed looking at these beauties as much as I did. I don't know, just going through that pile and trying all these on just like really made my day. No, spooky, away from the wedding dress. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, definitely hit that like button, and I would love to hear which of these dresses was your favorite. Is it the wedding dress or what dress is your favorite? Because I absolutely adore them all. If you want to stick around and subscribe, I would love to have you, and I will see you next time. Bye!